Hi, Year 12. I'm just going over, I think this is exercise, 8C, question 4, in case you're having troubles. You need to know that there is actually a typo in the question. The two equations should be y equals 3 to the power of x, not y equals 3x, because that's not going to make any sense at all. So in question 4, I used graphing technology, as you can see here, Desmos, to draw the two. So here they both are. So what you need to know about an exponential graph is anything to the power of 0 will always equal 1. Okay, so when x equals 1, y is always going to equal, when x equals 0, y is always going to equal 1. So you should notice that whatever exponential graph you ever draw, it should always go through 0, 1. Now, the only time that will change is when you start putting a coefficient in front of the 3x, for example, which we'll see in question 6 when we get there. I'll show you those as well. Okay, so this one here, you had to compare the two curves. What features are different? Well, obviously, you'll notice they're the mirror image of each other, aren't they? One of them goes one way, one of them goes the other way. What else? Features are different. I think that's the main feature that's different. Things that are the same, well, they both get closer and closer to the x-axis, and this is a feature of an exponential. They will never touch the x-axis because x to the power of 0 equals 1. Doesn't matter what value for x you put in to the smallest fraction, it actually will never equal 0, okay? So, the y will never equal 0. So you need to know that there's a thing called an asymptote. All right, you might have written down that definition. And an asymptote is like a line similar to the axis of symmetry, where the exponential line or curve will get closer and closer to that particular line, but it's never going to touch or cross it. Okay, so in this case, the x-axis is the asymptote for both of these two curves. And the equation, if you're asked for the equation of the asymptote, if you notice, anywhere along this x-axis, the y value is always 0. So therefore, your equation is y equals 0 for the asymptote. More features that are the same. Obviously, it crosses the y-intercept at 0, 1. So they're the same. And it basically looks like it's the same kind of curve. All right. But it's just opposite. We commented on the y-intercept, we commented on the position of the asymptote and the general shape of each curve. So that's pretty much all it is, okay? Have fun, I'll come back with question 6 in a minute.